Soy sauce is one of Japanese most popular seasoning. You are likely to see soy sauce in many Japanese restaurants in your country. Many people probably have a strong image of soy sauce when they think of sushi. However, did you know that soy sauce is also used as a secret flavor in many Japanese dishes? It is seasoning that is used in a wide range of Japanese dishes such as sushi and sashimi. Soy sauce, however, did not actually originate in Japan. Soy sauce is said to have been developed in China and introduced to Japan 1,500 years ago. There are so many manufacturers all over Japan selling a variety of original soy sauce made from ingredients that fit demand of each region. We Japanese have no religious restriction on what we can eat, so not many of us are particularly concerned about it. But there are certain foods that Muslims cannot eat due to their religion. We have a video titled 5 Tips to Avoid Haram Food in Japan. I recommend you to watch this as well to understand more about Japanese food cultures. Some people ask, is soy sauce halal? Does it contain alcohol? Many people have an uneasy image of soy sauce. In this video, we explain about whether soy sauce is halal or not, and 10 questions from Muslims about soy sauce. Please watch till the end. To begin with, the ingredients used in the production of soy sauce were very simple. To be more specific, it has been made from 3 ingredients: soybeans, wheat, and salt. However, you look at the ingredient section of soy sauce sold in Japanese supermarket today, you will find that there are other ingredients listed there besides soybeans, wheat, and salt. Sometimes they are not soy but processed soy or food additives. This is because demand for soy sauce increased with economic growth and the demand of time-consuming production method of the past is decreasing. So mass production methods were required. It is important to know that most of the soy sauce sold in Japan is actually labeled as alcohol in this way. It is premature to say, well, all Japanese soy sauce is haram because it contains alcohol. Many people may be unaware of this fact. Soy sauce, like sake, is a fermented food. Soy sauce is fermented by yeast bacteria, which produce alcohol during the fermentation process. So naturally, fermented soy sauce will contain alcohol in the same way as sake. Adding alcohol does indeed make it haram, but alcohol derived from the natural fermentation is not a haram. Ordinary soy sauce contains alcohol, which helps to prevent the development of white mold and other fungal infections. But do you know how much alcohol is in it? Here's an introduction to the alcohol content in soy sauce. The alcohol content of ordinary soy sauce is around 2 to 3%, but some low-salt soy sauce contains around 5% alcohol that is equivalent to beer. Strictly speaking, to preserve quality, there is a rule that says it is okay as long as alcohol content is below the standard value approved by certain halal certification organization. Alcohol is also highly effective in preventing white mold and is an indispensable ingredient in soy sauce. Alcohol is produced in the fermentation process of soy sauce, but if there is not enough alcohol in the soy sauce, it can lead to the formation of white mold. However, white mold is harmless and safe to eat. Alcohol is also highly effective in preventing white mold and is an indispensable ingredient in soy sauce. Alcohol is produced in the fermentation process of soy sauce, but if there is not enough alcohol in the soy sauce, it can lead to the formation of white mold. However, white mold is harmless and safe to eat. In the past, people used to strain it through the cloth, but as the taste and aroma would be reduced. If the alcohol content of existing soy sauce is not enough to sterilizing it, or if it is a soy sauce with a low salt content, alcohol is sometimes added to prevent white mold. This does not mean that the soy sauce is inferior or cheap, but rather that it is an additive to maintain quality. So soy sauce with alcohol in it is not bad soy sauce. We are often asked, is there a soy sauce without alcohol? However, as soy sauce is a fermented food, it originally contained 2 to 3% alcohol. Therefore, there is no such thing as alcohol-free soy sauce, even though there is soy sauce with no added alcohol. Even if there is no mention of alcohol on the contents level, a small amount of alcohol is still in it. The following section describes the different types of soy sauce that exist in Japan. Do you know which type of soy sauce you see in restaurant or for cooking at home? Soy sauce is classified into 5 types according to the Japanese agriculture standard, JAS. Koikuchi shoyu, the most common type of soy sauce, accounting for about 80% of national consumption, is an all-purpose seasoning with a good balance of flavor and umami. Salt content is around 15 to 70%. Usukuchi soy sauce, light-colored soy sauce from the Kansai region. It accounts for about 15% of total consumption and is suited to the cooking dishes such as takikomi and nimono, where the color of the ingredient is beautifully finished. The production process is almost the same as a dark soy sauce, but it is prepared with a higher concentration of salt to reduce the increase in color. It uses 10% more salt than koikuchi and has a salt content of around 18%. Tamari soy sauce. Soy sauce processed mainly in the Chubu region. It is made mainly from soybeans and is characterized by its distinctive flavor and richness. It is a thick, dark color soy sauce with a beautiful reddish color when heated. So it is also used for processing teriyaki and rice crackers. The salt content is around 16%. Saishikomi soy sauce. This soy sauce is produced mainly in Yamaguchi Prefecture from the San-in region to the Kyushu region. It is called refinishing soy sauce because it is brewed twice using freshly ground malted rice, whereas other soy sauces are brewed with koji and salt water. It is rich in color, taste and aroma, mainly used for dipping. Salt content is around 16%. The last one, white soy sauce. Contrary to tamari shoyu, the main ingredient is wheat. It is made by making a koji from dehulled and refined wheat and a small amount of soybeans, which are also dehulled and refined, and then preparing it in salt water. It is made in this way to reduce coloration, so it is even lighter in color than light soy sauce. And because it is made mainly from wheat, it has a high sugar content. We have explained the 5 types of soy sauce, but you may not be familiar with them. Now I show you the simple illustration of what kind of food the 5 types of soy sauce go well with. The dishes and ingredients that go well with soy sauce vary according to the strength of its flavor. For example, toro, fatty tuna, is a very popular sushi ingredient, and the rich soy sauce taste goes well with the fatty flesh of the toro. On the other hand, sweet prawns, which have a sweet taste in the material itself, go well with a light soy sauce with a moderate soy sauce flavor. I have found halal product in 3 types of soy sauce: koikuchi soy sauce, usukuchi soy sauce, and tamari soy sauce. In fact, they're available in some retailers and online stores in Southeast Asia, so please look out for them. Now we go to the Q&A corners about soy sauce that we received from subscribers. Number 1. What is the difference between cheap and expensive soy sauce? I think cheap soy sauce often uses non-fat processed soybeans as an ingredient. On the other hand, if it is labeled whole soy sauce, you may think it is most expensive. However, you cannot assume that non-fat processed soy sauce is a bad soy sauce and whole soy is a good soy sauce. Non-fat processed soybeans are protein from the soybeans after the oil has been extracted and processed, so that they can be used to make soy sauce. If you ask this like comparing whole soybeans and non-fat processed soybeans, which produces soybeans with higher umami, many of soy sauce manufacturers would answer it's non-fat processed soybeans. It is not a judgment that whole soy is good and non-fat processed soy is bad, and it depends on the purpose for producers what they want to make. Number 2. How should soy sauce be stored? Yeah, this is a very good question. Before opening, store in a cool, dark place. After opening, put it into the fridge is recommended. Soy sauce oxidizes when exposed to oxygen. This phenomenon darkens the colors and reduces the flavor. And if you compare soy sauce immediately after opening the bottle with that after 1 month, you'll see that it has changed to the extent that it is a different product. The key to storing soy sauce is to be aware that it has a freshness and to try to limit the progress of oxidation. Incidentally, it is recommended to store in a cool, dark place before opening the bottle and in the refrigerator after opening. Once opened, it is recommended to finish it within a month. However, many people find that they have not finished it even after several months have passed since purchase. Rather than forcing yourself to use it up, it is better to buy enough to finish in a month. Number 3. What is the expiry date of soy sauce? First, in Japan, expiry date guidelines are determined by the material of the container. Plastic bottles have a shorter shelf life than bottles and cans because they allow a greater amount of air to pass through. Some soy sauce manufacturers also set shorter expiry date than this as a time limit for their soy sauce to taste good. Light or white soy sauce is categorized by its light color, and there are also regulations on the intensity of the colors. As the color darkens over time, the shelf life is also set shorter. It is best to store them in a cool, dark place, especially in the sunlight, as the color darkens more quickly. Soy sauce does not become inedible immediately after the expiry date. Soy sauce has a high salt content and is protected against bacteria, so there is no risk of food poisoning. However, color will have darkened and the flavor will have decreased. So we recommend using it for the simmering or other uses with heat cooking. Number 4. How can all soy sauce be used? Soy sauce contains about 16% salt, which protects it from the many bacteria. Soy sauce which past its expiry date is not harmful to your health, but the color will have darkened and the flavor will have decreased. We do not recommend using all soy sauce for sashimi. It is better to use it for cooking such as simmer dishes. When soy sauce is heated, it makes delicious smell. It is more effective when sugar is added, which is called the Maillard reaction. This is the smell of grilled corn or grilled chicken. For this reason, it is best to use it in a simmer dishes, but even though fresh soy sauce is good in taste, we recommend using it as soon as possible. Number 5. What is sashimi soy sauce? One of the first uses for soy sauce that comes to mind is sashimi. We get a lot of questions like, what kind of sashimi soy sauce do you recommend? What is sashimi soy sauce anyway? What is the best sashimi soy sauce? However, there is no clear definition of sashimi soy sauce. The reality is that each soy sauce manufacturer uses its own name for its product. The most typical example is in Kyushu area. Soy sauce that has been sweetened has become a genre as a sashimi soy sauce. It is recommended to use different types of soy sauce for different types of sashimi. Soy sauce with a low umami and a high saltiness, such as light soy sauce, is better with white fishes. On the other hand, fish with a strong flavor should be served with a thicker soy sauce. Number 6. Do you have halal soy sauce in Japan? Yes, there is halal soy sauce. Some are manufactured in Japan and certified as halal in Japan. And recently, halal certified soy sauce can be found all over the world, especially in Southeast Asia. However, the reality is that the majority of halal soy sauce produced in Japan is mainly for commercial use, for restaurant, and there are still very few small batch versions for the retail use. Unfortunately, the demand for halal soy sauce is limited in Japan, so it is not seen in general retail outlets such as supermarket or convenience stores. However, retailers, online stores, and souvenir shops specializing in halal products may carry them. For example, here is halal soy sauce I sell. I make it in small quantities that you can easily carry with your travel in Japan. It is sold in a 3 pieces set with yakiniku sauce and ponzu. Then there is one from Kikkoman, a Japanese most famous soy sauce company. They use a special manufacturing process to keep the alcohol contents to an absolute minimum. As I explained earlier, due to the nature of soy sauce, there is no such thing as a product that does not contain alcohol. Number 7. Is soy sauce made from soybeans, wheat, and salt halal even if it does not have halal certification? Yeah, this is a good question. When obtaining halal certification in Japan, there are checks on the raw materials and production process of the product. As I mentioned in a previous video, Japan has a completely different food culture to the country and regions you live in. So there is a risk of contamination of haram ingredients. Therefore, I'm not saying the product halal when it comes to non-certified processed product. However, if there are no problems with ingredients or the production process, I refer to them as Muslim friendly. And although soy sauce is manufactured using only soy, wheat, and salt, the possibility of contamination should be checked. If you want to check the product with a halal logo, we recommend emailing the manufacturer directly. Number 8. Is soy sauce used in a typical Japanese restaurant halal? Yeah, well, let me tell you the fact. Unfortunately, it's not a halal. As I mentioned before, Japan's food culture is completely different from the food culture of the Muslim people. We have food culture where pigs and sake are very common. Also, many of the processed food delivered to the restaurant are mass production product. From this background, it is easy to imagine that soy sauce is often made with added alcohol. However, recently, there has been an increase in a number of halal and Muslim-friendly restaurants, particularly in Tokyo. The ingredients used in these restaurants are okay for Muslims, so those who are concerned about haram ingredients are advised to go to such restaurant. Number 9. Can I bring halal soy sauce into restaurant in Japan? Well, this is a difficult question. According to my research, many major restaurant chain stores prohibit the bringing in of any kind of food in order to protect their customers from various risks such as food allergy problems. If you are going to such well-known restaurant, I recommend emailing them in advance. However, if the restaurant is privately owned, like a small one, they may be able to provide you with a special dish if you explain your situation. If you speak Japanese, this is not a big problem, but for most people, it will be difficult. In that case, screenshot this and show it to the shop assistant. 私は宗教上アルコールが入ったものを食べることができません。持参している醤油を使いたいのですがよろしいですか？すみませんが、醤油を入れる小皿をお貸しください。I hope this would help you when you come to Japan. The last one, number 10. Is there a difference in taste between halal and non-halal soy sauce? There are many different types of soy sauce, so that each of soy sauce taste is different. There's no reason why taste should be different because it is halal or non-halal. You may be thought that this question can be answered by only non-Muslim, right? According to data from 2021, there are more than 1,000 soy sauce manufacturers in Japan. Each one has its own production method and ingredients, so the taste is also totally different. This is also the reason why the taste of soy sauce is not different just because it is halal or non-halal. As each company has its own taste, my business partner, Fukuoka Soy Sauce, is a manufacturer of authentic soy sauce. They have halal certification for their premium soy sauce, which is made with process called refinishing. Refinishing soy sauce is a thicker soy sauce with a longer maturation period. It is process of brewing soy sauce which requires twice the ingredients and twice the time compared to the dark soy sauce. It has a good balance of flavor and aroma and goes well with sashimi. The only ingredient in this soy sauce are soybeans, wheat, and salt. The environment is free from contamination of haram ingredients in the production process. Therefore, this soy sauce they produce was manufactured in an environment that allows them to obtain halal certification when they started making it already. Alright, thank you for watching all the long videos. Soy sauce is a fermented food, so it definitely contains alcohol. Therefore, there's no such things as alcohol-free soy sauce. And today you learned that fact that soy sauce contains alcohol has reason. We must not forget that the use of alcohol has the advantage of stabilizing quality in a background where mass production is required. Many of the products sold in Japan contains alcohol because of this background, but there are also products that has halal certification. I hope that knowing this background will help people enjoy more Japanese food when they come to Japan. See you on the next video. Bye bye.